This is a live match between Mens Rea in the blue and Devil Ape in the red. It's going to be a two-person match. Typically you can play up to 4, 2 versus 2. In this one it's a 1v1. So right now what we're looking at, we've got Devil Ape currently has 2 miners, a portal, 2 portals, 2 mechs, and a fighter on the field. Good positioning. You can see the fighter is positioned 1 square away from a secret passage. Devil Ape is purchasing an advanced miner, has the gold, iron, and uranium to make it. Devil Ape currently has a iron research card and a silver research card, giving him 3 activations on his turns. Devil Ape now draws 4 cards instead of 3 because of the advanced miner. It's now Mens Rea's turn. Mens Rea is going to use a glitch card. Takes the corner tile that's exposed, flips it to completely block off that access point. Looks like Devil Ape was not expecting that. Mens Rea moving up his fighter 5 squares to the next tile. If this looks like a game that you want to play, they are currently playing on Tabletop Simulator. If you have Steam, you can get Tabletop Simulator, download the Tactical Tech mod in the workshop. Mens Rea currently has 2 miners, 1 portal, 2 fighters, 2 shooters. He is ending his turn, drawing 3 cards. Devil Ape's turn. Devil Ape is drawing a glitch card and flipping that exact same tile right back where it was, exposing the open path again. It's a great play by Devil Ape. Devil Ape moving up his fighter. Also moving up his mech. He's got 1 more move left. Devil Ape is positioning his 3rd unit, which is the mech, to the back tile, getting ready to place his 3rd miner. Looks like he doesn't have the cards to do it though. Have to wait for next turn. Blue's turn. Blue's moving his shooter up, taking out the fighter. And yes, units can move diagonally. There is an open gap there. Moving his forward fighter up to the next tile. Looks like he's getting positioned to do a portal. Is he going to buy it? Yes, he is. He's buying the portal. It's a gold and a uranium for that connecting portal on the front. Places it right next to the passage area, the secret passage square. That's the square on the wall with the red spots on it. buying a mech with uranium and a second mech. Good strategy. Get your slow moving guys to jump through the portal, that way they can get up on the front lines. Red's turn. Red is positioning the mech around the corner, getting ready to defend the miner. Moves the mech up. Let's fast forward a bit and see what's happening later on this match. Red's turn. Red is placing his own portal on the other side of the wall. Good defensive play. Be able to get units quickly from the starting tile to the portal. Get on that front line. Looks like the mech's moved up a bit, followed by a fighter. Placing a defensive turret. Positioning matters with those turrets. They're not very effective against units, as units can move around them, but great for covering lanes. There we go, diagonal lane being covered, both sides. Placing a barricade. Now that barricade doesn't block the path entirely. That mech can still get around in that diagonal spot, but it is covered by the turret there. So the mech wouldn't be able to step in there and stop because the mech can only move 3 squares. Devil Ape's purchasing another mech here. Taking a look at what Mens Rea has. Mens Rea has overtaken the units that were up on the front lines of his base. Looks like he's coming for the portal in the front lines. Devil Apes turns over, now drawing what looked like 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 resource cards because 2 of those miners have advanced upgrades on them. Mens Rea has 1 upgraded miner, but doesn't have the 3rd miner built. Mens Rea's turn. Mens Rea is placing a Secret Passage card, which places a passage tile on the hidden passage square, allowing access for his fighter to enter through the wall. Let's see what he's going to attack here. Takes out the portal. Good play. Now that advanced miner is very exposed. It's a high value target as it's very expensive. Collects lots of resources. Looks like he's just moving 1 unit. I would have moved up the other units on the back of the field through the portal. But it looks like he went straight to purchasing the silver upgrade. Now he's able to place up to 3 units. Activate 3 units. Ending his turn. Positioning can make all the difference here. He doesn't want to block the line of sight for the portal, or excuse me, for the turret, but has to make that decision anyway. Brings up the fighter as well. Decides that the mech would be better suited in a position once over. That's probably a better spot. Probably getting ready to defend that other secret passage right there, that red square. Looks like he's going to go for the shield for the mech. And buy that second fighter. So the 2 silver count as uranium, and that second silver, or the third silver, is used to buy the fighter. And there it is, Mens Rea placing the second secret passage tile. Pretty lucky draw to get both of those consecutively. Moving the mech in. Can only move 3 squares. Not a good spot to stand though. Anywhere he stands, he's gonna have to kill something and then suicide. Okay, takes out the fighter, leaves his mech out there. Best thing to do would probably shield that mech. Even so, it's got 2 attacks, can take it out. But now bringing in the fighter makes it even harder to decide for Devil's Ape to decide which one to destroy. Placing a barricade on the secret passage to defend the portal. Smart play. Okay, uses the fighter to take out the mech. Even better. Look at that. All that's left is that turret. If he adds a shield to it, that'll protect it. Oh, that's an illegal move. You cannot drop a barricade on a tile that has other opponent pieces on it. That would be a contested tile. Mens Rea bringing his mech from base through the portal up on the front lines, using a uranium to buy a shield for that front line mech. Smart offensive play. Keep that mech shielded because it probably will get shot by that turret. Devil Ape's turn. Moves his shielded mech up 3 squares, moves in, takes out the fighter first, then uses the turret to knock off the shield. Does not kill the mech though. Good smart play on Mens Rea to place that shield. Kept that mech alive. Can always re-shield on his turn. Devil Ape bringing up his fighter. Positioning up on the barricade, but not attacking yet. Looks like that'll be next turn. All defensive plays. Devil Ape should be exhausting some resources towards attacking as well. There is still an active portal you can see on the right side. I would probably build some units, send them through the portal to that side, put some pressure on Blue's base before that shooter on the far right makes its way over to the gate, destroys it. Spending 3 necessary resources to get another advanced miner, totaling a maxed out of 7 mineral cards. You can see all 3 miners are upgraded to advanced miner. You got 2 for each of those, and the command tower also gets 1 resource, making a total of 7. Devil Ape selling his barricade so that he can get back 1 mineral card. Then earns his 7, getting a total of 8 mineral cards at the end of his turn. Deck is running low, no problem, just flip it over and shuffle it. Blue retreating the mech, but before he does, he's going to kill that turret. If done in the right order, the mech can attack it and then actually get out safely. Looks like that's what he intended to do there, so we'll just imagine that happen. Here we go, moving that shooter up. He knows doesn't have any units he can send to that portal, so he's going to advance on it. And even if Devil Ape decides to place some units, he won't be able to move them through the portal in time. On his next turn, Mens Rea will destroy that portal. Mens Rea is stacking all of his units through the portal, bringing him up on the front lines. Lots of pressure, smart play. Mens Rea is spending a lot of resources offensively, but has not maxed out his resource cards, the mineral cards. This may prove fatal in the long run, spending so much resources on a push. The blue barricade now has a shield on it, so does the mech. Great defense to protect the assets. Devil Ape's turn. Moves up the fighter to attack the shield off the barricade, and uses the mech to destroy the barricade. That's why he moved both at the same time. Then takes the shooter up, gets in line of sight, 3 squares to destroy the portal. Devil Ape's purchase phase, adding a barricade on his side of the tile, and a turret right down the lane, pointing at the mech. Devil Ape ending his turn. Drawing 7 cards. Mens Rea's turn. Blue is going to attack the turret first with the mech. Then moves the fighter in. Attacks Red's fighter. Finishes his movement with the silver card, the silver research card, allowing him to break up his movements to do attacks and play special cards. So he moved in 3 or 4 squares, attacked, and moved 1 more square in. Blue's turn. Alright, blue is moving his his shooter, up into the open square. Takes out the shield on the mech. Then moves his mech in. Finishes off the mech. Still a very aggressive position. Doesn't mean that blue will win this battle. You can see that red has a fighter and 2 shooters in good positioning to step in and finish the job, including that mech. Devil's Ape moving up the fighter. Takes out the mech first. Then moves the last final square. Oh, maybe not. Moves back 1. Leaving an open space for his shooter to take out that fighter. But first moves up the back shooter. Takes out the fighter. Moves up the mech. Red moving in his final piece, which is the shooter, to take out the portal. But out of range in that position. He's going to have to move over to the left side if he wants to take it out. There he goes. Within range, 3 units away, 3 squares away, takes out the portal. Good play. See, and as I was saying earlier, if you're going to do an attack, you still need to focus on building up your economy. Blue has been spending all of his resources on attacks and not building up the miners and the advanced miners in the back to increase his revenue stream. Red has managed to maintain all 7 mineral cards being brought in at the end of his turn. Blue still only pulling in 4. Red purchasing the uranium card. Looks like he established the gold card earlier. So now he has all 4 research cards. You can only have 1 of each. Each one has its own ability as well as giving a unit activation. So right now, Devil Ape can move a total of 5 units on his turn, starting next turn. Red purchasing a new fighter, 2 new fighters. Still playing them defensively. There is no portal out on the field, so he cannot advance yet. Looks like he's confident enough that he can take out that mech with a few guys on the left side, start working his way to the right side. Blue's turn. Blue moves up on the secret passage square, knocking off the advanced miner on that miner. Red has left that miner exposed. Looks like he can start spending money. Oh, that's an advanced miner coming. Finally, Blue is working on his economy, getting the advanced miner for his other miner. Still needs that 3rd miner though if he wants to start working his way up to 7 mineral cards per turn. Red takes his shooter, comes up to chip off the shield on the mech. Won't be able to kill that mech though, which leaves the blue player, Mens Rea, to re-shield the mech when he's ready. Mens Rea is probably going to kill that shooter and then repeat the same process. Shield up, Red comes in, attacks with his next shooter, chips off the shield. Won't be able to kill that mech though. It's going to need a lot more units for that. Well, 2 units. But smart strategy here from Devil's Ape, moving up his forces, getting ready for a new positioning for a portal. Mens Rea moving up his fighter. No portal this time. Only has 1 unit he can move right now. Takes his other activation to kill that first fighter, of course. Excuse me, that shooter. Continues the purchasing. Mind you, activations come first, then purchases. Looks like he's going to spend 2 iron and that secret passage card, but he's going to actually use the secret passage card as an iron card, which you can do. So that's 3 iron to get that 3rd miner on the field. Smart play. Getting that economy going. Now up to 6 mineral cards. And there it is. Re-shielding the mech out on the offense. Smart play. If I were Mens Rea, I would try and establish a portal way out there so that he can re-anchor and get his forces funneling through. Because if that mech dies, he'll lose all offensive positioning. Same play as last turn. Take off the shield. Doesn't kill the mech. Can need a few more forces if he wants to do that. Starts positioning the mech near the portal. Looks like we're having a portal come soon. Moving up the 2nd fighter to the other side. It's going to be a pinch. Probably going to sell that barricade. Moves up a fighter down the middle. Nope, changes plan, moves the shooter instead. Lots of protected space on the north side of Blue's base. Same as the early game. Takes a fighter down the middle lane. That's going to be exposed because he's counting the squares there, you see. The fighter can move 5 squares, so you need to stay 6 squares away. Devil's Ape finishes off his purchasing phase by planting a portal. Similar spot. Now much more prepared to use this portal. Has a mech and a fighter waiting at the beginning of the portal, ready to jump through on the next turn. Gonna have 3 units ready for that portal spot. Little deja vu here. Blue taking out the shooter. And retreating. So the smart reason why it was a good play for Devil's Ape, the red player, is that it kept him off of destroying the advanced miner. So throwing units at it kept it at bay. Blue making purchases. That's going to be an advanced miner now at the 7 resources, 7 mineral cards drawn per turn. Smart play. But just with the collective purchase value here, you can see that red has much more units on the field. So it might be a little too late for blue to get those fully upgraded advanced miners. New portal, smart play. Red playing a glitch card, rotating the tile that's empty, blocking himself off, but may have a reason for that. Oh, there it is, secret passage. Keeps the portal fairly covered, leaving 1 access point. Now exposing Blue's base, bringing in what looks like a fighter. Nope, that's a shooter. Takes a shot at the advanced miner. See, Blue did not even get a chance to really benefit from that advanced miner. Now funneling units in through the portal. Red has all 4 research cards, allowing him to move and activate 5 units. Funnels in a fighter to finish off that advanced miner, or excuse me, the regular miner. Completes his movement squares. Shooter comes in next. Shooter can move 4 squares, but since both players have the gold research card, the shooters can move an extra square. So a total of 5 squares. Takes out the fighter. Red moving in a fighter to close in on that mech. Red using a silver card to purchase a turret, an offensive turret, aimed right at the advanced miner. Won't be able to activate until next turn though. Blue has no units on the field except for that mech way out there. That's going to be devastating for his defenses. Even if he's to purchase a bunch of units, he won't be able to use them till the next turn, giving red the chance to move in. Total of 5 different attacks. 6 if you include the turret. Red places a very aggressive portal. less than 10 squares away from blue's command. Now if red gets one attack on that command, blue loses, unless blue decides to buy a shield for that command. That's an illegal move. You cannot shield a turret. Red is stacking up his units around the portal. And there you have it. Blue is forfeiting the match. Blue is aware that he does not have enough units to defend the next attack. Red essentially controls most of the tiles. That will be the end of the match. If you enjoyed watching this match, please like the video. It helps the algorithm. If you want to play this game, right now it is available on Tabletop Simulator, which is on the Steam gaming platform. Just go to Tabletop Simulator, get the game, and you can go to the workshop section, look for Tactical Tech. Alternatively, you can go to the website tektitegames.com, learn more about the game, subscribe and get updates on when the physical copy will be coming out. There will be a Kickstarter for the physical copy. If you want to sign up and follow for that, when that Kickstarter launches, let's try and reach that goal so everyone can get a copy of the game and you can play with your friends. There will be competitions in the coming years. Next year, expect a competition. There will be prizes held in an event. And thanks for watching.